a ship that took 1,200 days to build, was believed by the world to be unsinkable, yet it vanished into the depths of the ocean in just 2 hours and 40 minutes. What really happened that turned humanity's greatest technological pride into one of the deadliest maritime disasters in history? Today, we uncover the 6 fatal mistakes of the RMS Titanic, mistakes that, if avoided, might have made Titanic famous for its success, not for its tragedy. The beginning of history, April 10, 1912, at Southampton Port in England, thousands of people had gathered. The world's largest, most expensive, and most luxurious ship was ready for its maiden voyage. The ocean was calm. The weather was clear. There was no sign of any storm. Around 2,200 people, including passengers and crew, were on board the Titanic. None of them, not the passengers, not the crew, not even those waving goodbye from the dock, knew this journey would soon become one of the most horrifying voyages in history. The unsinkable ship. Construction of the Titanic began in 1909 and took nearly 3 years. With the labor of more than 2,000 workers, the ship was built by Harland and Wolff, a company that had already manufactured over 500 ships before Titanic. After successful test runs, the builders became extremely confident. Soon, Titanic was marketed worldwide with a powerful headline, Unsinkable Titanic. That confidence would later become its greatest enemy. Mistake number 1, excessive speed. The captain of Titanic was Edward John Smith, a man with over 40 years of maritime experience. However, the company gave him strict instructions. The ship must reach New York by April 17th. No matter what, this was Titanic's first voyage, and the world was watching. Under immense pressure, Captain Smith maintained a very high speed from the very beginning in the Atlantic Ocean. Speed limits and safety procedures are critical. Ignoring them became Titanic's first fatal mistake. Mistake number 2, ignoring iceberg warnings. On the evening of April 14, 1912, the sea was silent and covered in fog. Visibility was extremely low. Several nearby ships sent wireless messages to Titanic, at least 6 warnings, alerting them about icebergs ahead. But Titanic's wireless operators were busy sending messages for VIP passengers. The warnings were delayed or ignored entirely. Had these messages been taken seriously, history might have turned out very differently. Mistake number 3, no binocular for lookouts. The lookouts were alert and on duty, but they lacked one critical tool, binoculars. On a dark, foggy night, spotting an iceberg without binoculars was nearly impossible. By the time the iceberg was finally seen, it was only seconds away. There was almost no time left to react. Mistake number 4, weak rivets. Captain Smith immediately ordered the engines to stop and attempted to turn the ship, but it was too late. The iceberg scraped along the side of the Titanic. It wasn't a massive collision, but the real damage came from the ship's rivets, which were made of cast iron, not steel. Under extreme pressure, the rivets snapped open, allowing seawater to flood inside. Mistake number 5, too few lifeboats. Titanic had space for 32 lifeboats, but only 20 were installed. Why? Because additional lifeboats would spoil the ship's luxurious appearance. There were over 2,200 people on board, but lifeboats were only 1,200. This negligence cost hundreds of lives. Mistake number 6, half-empty lifeboats. Panic spread everywhere. The first lifeboat was lowered around 12:45 a.m. Due to chaos and poor coordination, many lifeboats were launched. Half-empty, priority was often given to first-class passengers. Had the boats been filled properly, hundreds more lives could have been saved. The final moments. At 2:18 a.m., a short circuit caused all the lights on Titanic to go out. Moments later, the ship broke into 2 pieces. The ocean temperature was -2 degrees Celsius. No human could survive for more than a few minutes in such freezing water. More than 1,500 people lost their lives. Most of the survivors were women and children. Captain Edward Smith remained on board until the very end, helping others escape. And then the ocean claimed Titanic forever, ending. If this story made you pause and think, like the video, share it, and comment which mistake do you believe was the most deadly. We'll meet again with another unbelievable story.